Okay, two things. First, I'm going to try and cut back on the number of videos based on Jurassic Park / World stuff. Two, my finger is as far away as possible from the dimmer switch, so there shouldn't be a problem with this video getting cut into segments. And okay, this is probably going to be the next to last video on Jurassic Park stuff. I've got like maybe one other set of things that I could open. And what we have here are Matchbox, Jurassic World, and Legacy Collection. Although I don't know why they don't just say Jurassic Park when they refer to that, and I'll explain why. Series of small cars. And an interesting thing, which kind of ties back into some of these, is Matchbox has actually made Jurassic Park-based vehicles before. For the Lost World, in addition to the Kenner figures, in fact, several companies were involved with merchandise for the Lost World. Kenner made the basic action figures for dinosaurs and humans vehicles, but there was also a series of RC vehicles made by Toy Biz, who at the time was also known for making Marvel superhero figures. Which is probably why some of those RCs didn't quite get the concept of one an RC. Well, I mean, for some, obviously, such as the T-Rex RC, it would need to be on a wire, but they also had a car, and that was attached on a wire, kind of defeating the point of it being an RC car. And there was also Matchbox, who made small vehicles based on most of the ones that were seen in the films. I've also seen another that I might want to do a video on, which ties into that because it's almost an exact replica of one of them, but these are more like basic cars based on pretty much every vehicle that's ever appeared in the series. There's a Lost World car up there, which is odd because the cameo doesn't quite match, which is interesting because when they made a small car based on the Mercedes back in the day, which, unlike, in the first one it was Ford, the second one it was Mercedes as far as named car companies went, it matched the colors pretty flawlessly. And there's also the trailer down there, which really makes me think of the Mobile Command Center. I really wish I had that to make a video on, but it costs an arm and a leg to get it still in the box, let alone complete. Got the Jeep, which, based on that coloration, is how it's from the first film, not Jurassic World, when it appeared 20-something years later. The Land Cruiser. For some reason, despite this being in the Legacy Collection, which is meant to be focused more on the classic Jurassic Park figures, there's a maintenance vehicle, which seems to be from Jurassic World in there. And the rest of these are all regular Jurassic World branding, even though I swear that car, can't see it, but it's got engine right on the side with a big IN. And this cycle, because as you can see, it's got the Lost World right there on the side. Yeah, it really does harken back to how they had the Lost World logo on almost every vehicle and set back in the day. They have to be based on the Lost World, so I don't know why they're not in the Legacy Collection. I think this is from Fallen Kingdom. It might have been in the first one, and yeah, definitely Fallen Kingdom, and we'll probably get a better idea of when they're open. The Gyroscope, Fallen Kingdom, first one, Fallen Kingdom, the submarine to receive a piece of Indominus Rex's skeleton. The Humvee, also from Lost World, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Fallen Kingdom. Funny thing about Fallen Kingdom, a lot of it seems to be inspired by the second, much like how, because it is the second film in a new series, it's taken a lot from the second film in the original trilogy. But let's take a quick look at the back. And like I said, Matchbox also made mini playsets such as the Depot. I think there were only two, a Depot and I can't remember the name of the other one. And these look okay, but not too promising. I mean, in the Depot figure, you had like, you could have die-cast dinosaurs coming out of the back of a ruined vehicle. You had like a little raptor that could climb up a tower to follow, going up an elevator. And even had It had a trailer, but it wasn't attached to, like, that one right there. Instead, it, oddly enough, was connected by the Mercedes. It connected to the Mercedes. I guess it was made before they had a full understanding of how everything worked out. They were just told, you know, it's a trailer, so have it towed by a... This artwork is often used when... These are packs of 5, but I've seen these these cars packed up individually, too, and usually this is the artwork when it's just the one figure that they're keeping in. A list of all the figures and miniatures that can go with it, and like I said, that one really does feel more like some... The two over here, they feel more like remakes of Lost World era Matchbox cars, because they definitely remind me of them. I actually do remember having them. Same thing over here. And these are about a year old. Maybe they were produced last year, released this year, because the info says 2018. So we're just gonna take a quick look at these out the box, and these are still relatively common, and they probably will be. That's why I unbox a lot of this stuff. The toy action figures and stuff that become collectibles, they're usually ones that didn't sell very well. I've probably talked about that in other videos, but yeah, you could pretty much still get these on Target and Walmart shelves, so they're not going to be worth much someday. That's either something I've talked about before, or it's a video all on its own. So, if you'll excuse me while I use my hands, I'll try to make this quick as possible. Please, it's all being done one take. And there, we have everything from the submersible to the ever classic. Yep. The Explorer, if I said Land Cruiser, I'm sorry. Paint detailing is okay, but it is somewhat off. The lights are, like, unpainted completely. On the top lights are not painted. There's nothing on the back there. I don't know if there was. Oh yeah, there should be a vehicle. No. The vehicle numbers are on the side. Yeah, they're on the side. That's good. Maintenance. It's like a fuel truck. And yeah, I actually remember having small figures that you could put inside these these cages. Those figures might have been slightly, sorry, I keep saying figures until, those vehicles might have been slightly bigger than these, because, honestly, I wish Matchbox, to my knowledge, they don't make larger scale, cars, with some exceptions. That's more of a Hot Wheels thing. But, yeah, they really should make, like, an Explorer and a Jeep and Lost World figures in a bigger size, comparable more to those DeLoreans and the Batmobile I made a video on the other day. So, yeah, the cycle is often associated more with Owen and Jurassic World, but there was a cycle in the Lost World. It was a very brief thing, and there was a cycle toy that had like a full-size one that came with a figure and had a snaring on it. So they probably put that there in order to avoid getting people confusing it for Owen's motorcycle. So, this one was pretty brief. I look at some... Just sliding all over because this table isn't very... And yeah, they're pretty good, they're pretty reasonably priced. Good way to get your hands on some cars, from the series, if you can't or don't want full-size ones. Kinda wish they had the second part of the trailer here, but it wouldn't fit in the packaging, and this is good enough, I guess. So that's all for now. Just a quick little look at some stuff, and hope you enjoy your day, everyone.